You know what I really fancy? A random craving that I have literally just had. That is sugar cookies. I always see these American influencers having their damn sugar cookies, and I want some of my own. That is what we're gonna do. We're gonna create our own sugar cookies. I thought I'd bring you along with me since this channel is literally gonna be everything. Let's go and make some sugar cookies. Hopefully they turn out really good. So these were the ingredients that I ended up needing. I needed eggs, butter, caster sugar, plain flour, and obviously just a bowl. Starting with butter, it took ages for me to get the lid off. There you go. Like, I genuinely couldn't get it off. I needed 250 grams of butter. And I felt like I had to just keep putting more and more in. Like, this was so much butter. Look how much was in this bowl. There was so much. Then I put it in the microwave to try and soften it because it was quite hard. It just come out the fridge, and there you go. Now my butter was nice and soft, and look at that. Then I needed to tie my hair up because I didn't want hair getting in these cookies. Even though they kind of are just for me, I didn't want my hair getting in them because my hair was falling out. We needed 250 grams of caster sugar as well. And again, this felt like I was just putting a mountain of sugar in this bowl. Like, these are relatively simple to make, but it just seemed so complex already. And I love butter and sugar. Like, I personally love that combo, but this kind of made me feel a bit sick. I literally almost lost this. Look how close it got to the end of the bowl. Oh my god, I was genuinely shocked. And this was the consistency I ended up having. It was like smooth as hell. Look at how good that looked. Then I put 1 egg in. Cracking eggs with long, like, stiletto nails is not easy. And then I needed 450 grams of plain flour. Look at this mountain of flour I'm creating. There is so much, and I'm losing half of it out of the bag as well. But this genuinely felt like I was pouring flour for eternity. Like, it just did not stop. There was so much, and this mountain was bigger than the bowl. Like, look at it. It was genuinely huge. So much flour. And then this almost broke my arms trying to actually stir this, because it felt like I was stirring forever because there was so much, and I didn't want to spill any more flour than I already had. Got this consistency, which was quite like dough. I also tried it as well, and it tasted really good. I always try cake mix, and obviously, like, after I stirred it a tiny bit more, I ended up putting it onto the side and then rolling it. And I use these baking trays, and I line them with like parchment. Here my dad snuck up on me with a dog.
Hey, Pinky's mix.
Hey.
This is Pinky's cake.
So here I lined the trays. You know, I only did one. My dad checking himself out, and look, there was a little star. I created a little star shapes. That's the kind of design I went for because it's relatively simple. These are the cookies I created, and there are them in the oven. I made so many. There's enough to feed an army at this rate. Look at them. And then I ended up burning my face on the oven. It really hurt. Then to create the icing, I used icing sugar and water, and that was literally it. I didn't follow the recipe because I did not want to have egg in my icing. So yeah, I used icing sugar and water, and it felt like ages. Again, I was stirring this, and I didn't know how much I was gonna need. I ended up like filling up a whole cup of icing sugar. Then I put it as purple because I wanted different colors. Obviously I didn't want them to be like plain. Basically, I used a little teaspoon, and I kind of just like put some on the cookies. Trust me, you don't need a lot of icing like on the cookie to make them taste nice, because the layer I have is so thin and it seems like just enough icing, so you don't need that much icing. And yeah, here I was literally just decorating them. I had to do this with every single one of the cookies that I just created. There was so many. This cookie was my personal favorite. Look at that. And here I'm gonna try it for you. It tastes actually really good. Spoiler. They're quite crispy. Oh, they're looking. Tastes right there. There's only a thin layer of icing on it. It's alright. I actually really liked it. I didn't want to say too much because my mum was in the room. These are all the cookies done. These are all the ones I decorated. And they actually look really cute. And then we're going to give one to my dog. And here she's picking one.
I think she likes one.
I think she liked that one. This blue one.
Do you want that one?
How are we going to give it to her?
She'll take it like that.
Can it?
Oh, so fancy.
Bella, why are you taking it outside? Bella! My cookie! She's took it up onto the grass. She looks like she's going to throw it up and then she eats it. I don't even understand. She's munching on it.